I mean, Bryce Young put the ball where it needed to be. They don't make the catches. They don't make the plays. That's where I think experience comes in. But don't minimize how important Bennett was to that victory. That throw late in the game was spectacular. The performance he had to step up after that really iffy fumble / recovery, which was, basically a miracle.
You factor in those injuries. On top of factoring in the injuries, the experience level. You talk about a drop ball.
Yeah.
Let's not even focus in on the drop ball. Having played receiver a very long time in college as well as in the pros, the pass at the back of the end zone, and I don't remember exactly what receiver it was, he drug his foot out of bounds. Mm-hmm. If he goes dead leg like an experienced receiver would do, just fall, bam. Yeah. That's 6 in itself. So when you start to just look at certain things, you have to factor in the injuries. You cannot just ignore the injuries. And Bennett did a good job, but let's face it, the Georgia Bulldogs didn't win that damn game because of him. Okay, that's not why they won. They won because that defense was relentless. They harassed Bryce Young all day long. They made him hold on to the ball longer. And the reason he was holding on to the ball, because of inexperience at the receiver position to uncover so he can release the football. You have to look at all of those sort of things. And again, I'll say it because I don't want people thinking that I'm hating on the young man because he was a walk-on. Give him his credit. I get all that. Great story. He deserves it. He played really, really well for them. But they didn't win because of him. They won because of Kirby Smart and that damn defense and those injuries to Alabama.
So now I'm just confused, Key. Now I'm just confused. You were all over the map because you started off by saying, man, I agree with everything Jeff Saturday just said. Jeff Saturday just said they won both and because of one, Stetson Bennett, and also the injuries. That's what Jeff Saturday said. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said.
But I don't agree with that
so that's
part.
Number one.
I agree with the injuries in the defense and the offensive line. That part I agree with.
Good. Okay, great. So now that we're all clear, so it wasn't because of Stetson Bennett, according to you, it's because of the injuries and because of they played better. But which actually makes sense now, your position, because your position was after you agreed with Jeff Saturday, at least partially, then you unagreed or maybe you disagreed. I don't know. After that, then you went and said Stetson Bennett made a nice throw or two, right? You said so. In that phrase, I hear disrespect. I don't think Jeff Saturday, Charlie, everybody at home, they hear disrespect. He made a nice throw or two. He didn't just make a nice throw or two. This dude balled. This dude made plays. After that fumble in the fourth quarter, this dude went on a tear. He said, I'm determined. I was going to make sure that our team was not going to lose that game. And he went 4 for 4 with a dime on a blitz, pressure in his face in the end zone to an inexperienced Bennett. I'm sitting here thinking, okay,
twisting my words, man. Stop. You're getting ready to sit up here on national television and twist my words. Yes, I agree with Jeff Saturday, except for the quarterback being the guy that won the damn game
Jeff
for him.
said both, so he took both sides.
I'm agreeing, Charlie. I'm agreeing with the injuries to the receivers. I'm agreeing to the offensive line. I'm agreeing for them taking advantage of Jackson, who replaced the starting cornerback. They found that duck and they shot him down. That's what I'm agreeing to. I'm not sitting here and telling the world that the reason the Georgia Bulldogs won the national championship is because we want to make Stetson Bennett the hero. I'm not doing that because that's not right.
Key.
That is a damn lie.
Well, Key, it looks like the camera's not agreeing with you. They got a side angle, the front angle. They got so many different angles. So let me just.
That ain't on me. That's not on me. That's on the director.
Angles. Come on.
Let me address, and the director's a Georgia fan, right? So the director's probably on your head right now. Let me address why you don't think that Stetson Bennett is the reason why this team won, right? Because I, like many, was in your shoes not too long ago. I had that thought that, man, this doesn't make sense. You have a walk-on quarterback. You have a dude who's not big. He's not strong. He's quick. He's fast. People don't give him that credit. But he's not the 5-star. He's not the guy who you would expect to lead a franchise, to lead a team to a national championship. So it just doesn't make sense. In psychology, this is called cognitive dissonance. It's when something is happening and it's not computing. It's like, man, I don't understand why this is happening, so I'm just going to default to the other thing. Well, it wasn't because of him. It was because of everybody else. But you, Keyshawn Johnson, you understand the quarterback position. You understand football. You understand the receiver position. You understand a lot of things. And you understand that this dude, Stetson Bennett, played lights out, not just in this game, but all season long. The one game that he struggled in, the one game that Stetson Bennett struggled was in the SEC championship game against Alabama. That was 38 days ago. And now 37 or 38 days later, Stetson Bennett balled. And you, Keyshawn, just like much of America, much of Twitter, doesn't want to believe it, doesn't want to agree with it. All of Twitter yesterday in the first half, really the first three quarters, all up until the fumble was saying, bench Stetson Bennett, put in JT Daniels. This dude can't do it. But he did. And so, just because he don't look like you or look like the 5-star, look like the big, tall, fast, strong guy that's supposed to lead his team to a national championship, doesn't mean we can't give this man his flowers, give this man his credit, which you, according to your words, are not giving him.
Man, I'm going to tell you one thing. I don't give a damn if he was a 4 or 5 or 3 or 2. Doesn't make a difference to me. Okay, he's the starting quarterback of the Georgia Bulldogs. He won the national title, but you're not going to sit up here and try to convince me the reason they won the game is because of Stetson Bennett. You're not going to do that. If you know anything about football, you know damn well he ain't the reason because he made a throw to a backup receiver on a backup corner that the receiver was better than. If you don't stop, boy.
No, Key. Listen, I gotta disagree with you on this one now. They turn it over, they're losing the game, they get the ball back, and he comes back and answers with a touchdown. And you and I both know it don't matter. He still has to find the weak link, and he still got to put the ball in the right spot to make that catch. He did all those things, and even the Bauer, when he throws that ball out late for the little, basically a lateral that Bowers takes to the touchdown and scores, he had to make those plays. And whether you like him, dislike him, that is cause for winning a football game.
Well,
when it's placed on your quarterback, he's got to put the ball in the right spot. The defense did its part. Everybody did their part. But he had to play the role, and he had to make the plays. He made it. You can't take that away and say he didn't win it when he put the ball on the money.
He did a good job at leading his team. But when you look at the relentless defense, they got to pick. Ringo got to pick 6 to win the game. Ain't nothing to do with no damn Bennett.
But he had them a lead by making the throw to get them the lead. They weren't losing. Alabama was trying to go down and tie.
If you don't stop,
Jeff, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do to convince Keyshawn Johnson.
You're not going to convince me.
Keyshawn Johnson refuses to believe that a walk-on quarterback, a guy who's not the biggest with the biggest arm, Keyshawn refuses to believe that this guy can be the reason. Even though he was the reason that they lost, according to Keyshawn, the reason they lost.
Listen, I don't think he's taking away from that.
Charlie, this is called cognitive dissonance. It's not going to compute in his brain. He needs to grow 5 inches. He needs to have a bigger arm.
Get out of here.
Listen, the defense was great. Stetson Bennett was